Steve's Virtual Piano Bar is on the air. How are you doing, guys? I'm just a few seconds late, but hey. Happy to be here, and I'm in northern Michigan, Vanderbilt, Michigan, here at my studio. I'm calling it Main Street Studio, and I was working on a design for the new sign. Right now it's called Gateway Gallery, and it's going to be changed to Main Street Studio. So thank you all for coming, and I'm going to just dive right into some music. This is a song by Harold Arlen. He's the guy who wrote Follow the Yellow Brick Road, and he also wrote If I Only Had a Brain, and he also wrote Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and he also wrote this song I'm going to do. It's about love, why not? It's spring. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Hey, Miles is here. Now we have time for it while we are young. Why be afraid of it? Hi, Amy. Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. It's all about love. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Wow. All right. Well, Miles is here, and for once you don't have a gig, Miles. That's it's been impressive the way you've been playing all these gigs lately, but I'm glad you have a night off and can say hello to us. Miles Green, the legendary pianist in the Chicago area. Also, we have another pianist from the Chicago area, Bob Kupfer, who I haven't heard from in, it has to be decades, right? Bob Kupfer, I've got some stories. And he is on YouTube, so you can't see his message. I'll put it on the screen here. Bob Kupfer used to play keyboard in the band at the Chateau Louise, which was owned by the Gaslight Club out in Dundee, Illinois, which was right near Elgin, Illinois. And I was playing in the piano bar downstairs, and Second City was in the theater next door. And we had some great times. And also, thanks to Bob Kupfer, you introduced me to my friend Ed Williams, who ended up playing bass with me for quite a while after that. And Bob, I'm going to play another song, but think if there's any stories you want me to tell about of the many stories that happened out playing at the Chateau. It was a really hopping place at the time. That place was rocking, and Bob was in the band. I just can't remember the name of your band. Wow, I know Vince was playing bass, and Marie was singer, and stage something. Anyway, we'll get to that later, but. Little Sinatra. Let's take it nice and easy. After all, it is spring. Steve Brown, another musician from the Chicago area. I think he lives in Wisconsin now, but good to see you, Steve. Old buddy of mine. Marie Smith was the singer, yeah. The Crowd Pleaser. No, that's another band in Michigan. Crowd Pleasers. I know. Stage, something about the stage. Was that? Bob's going to tell me. Let's take it nice and easy. It's gonna be so easy for us to fall in love. Hey baby, what's your hurry? Relax and don't you worry. We're gonna fall in love. We're on the road to romance, that's safe to say, but let's make all the stops along the way. The problem now, of course, is to simply hold your horses. To rush would be a crime. Nice and easy does it every time. We're on the road to romance, that's safe to say, but let's make all the stops along the way. The problem now, of course, is to simply hold your horses. To rush would be a crime. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it every time. I'm going to say that again because it's important. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it every time. Yes, Bob Kupfer's reminding me that the name of the band he was in at the Chateau Louise in Elgin, Illinois, or actually in Dundee, Illinois, was the Center Stage with Marie Smith. And I don't know if you heard, Bob, but their agent, Carolyn Collins, passed away just a couple of months ago. You probably already know that. But Carolyn Collins was the agent for the group Center Stage. Also, she did some bookings for me, too. And yeah, I always enjoyed going up to listen to Center Stage at the Chateau Louise in the dance room upstairs, and their playing all kinds of, well, but that was the golden era of top 40, because you could play so many great top 40 songs. But there was the days of Boogie Oogie Oogie, I Will Survive, and Don't Leave Me This Way, and How Long Has This Been Going On? And boy, there were great top 40 songs, and that was let's call it late 70s. Yeah. And that's about the same time I met Miles too, I think, right around in that era. Trish, how are you? Trish is here, and she's a Chicago person too. And I'm going to do a song by Burt Bacharach, and another song about love. Boy, love is in the air. Boop. Bebop. Since it's not a Sinatra song, I'll put on my A-Team hat. And since you guys like to call yourselves the A-Team, I love that name. So. The look of love is in your eyes. Your smile can't disguise the look of love is saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you, now that I have found you. The look of love is on your face, a look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight, let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you, now that I have found you. Look of love is on your face, a look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight, let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you, now that I have found you. Don't ever go, don't ever go, don't ever go. song from the 60s. You know, some of the songs that I play from the 60s, mostly actually 70s, when you get into some Beatles, Elton John, Billy Joel songs, I get copyright notices. So I'm not as inclined to play those songs. But all the old, really old songs that I play, I don't have to worry about, for some reason, I don't know why, don't have to worry about the copyright notices. Barbie Brown's here, and Stephen Brown. And Steve Brown played drums with me for quite a while on the gig I had up north here at the Otsego Club. It's called the Otsego Club now. Used to be called Hidden Valley. And I'm going to be going there for a banquet this Saturday with a bunch of friends from the yoga retreat, and that's going to be a cool thing. And I'm sure it'll bring back some memories. So. Speaking of bringing back memories, I'm almost all, you probably notice all the songs that I do are kind of old songs. That's because I'm an old school piano bar player. I've been playing music gigs since I've been 14, and when I started playing gigs, the gigs that paid the money were the ones you're playing for the older generation. So I was playing some like World War II songs and stuff like that. Here's a World War II song. I'm going to do a World War II song, just so it won't make you feel like going to war, I don't think, but it is from the era of World War II. I think it was Doris Day who did this song. I'm gonna take a sentimental journey, gonna set my heart at ease. I'm gonna make a sentimental journey to renew old memories. I got my bags, I got my reservation, spend each dime I could afford. Like a child in wild anticipation, I long to hear that all aboard. Oh, 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile that takes me back down the railroad track. Never thought my heart could be so yearny. Why did I decide to roam? I'm gonna take a sentimental journey home. Boogie woogie. Oh, 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. I never thought my heart could be so yearny. Why did I decide to roam? I'm gonna take a sentimental journey home. Ain't got the change of a nickel, got the blues, baby. Ain't got no bounce in my shoes. Ain't got a fancy to tickle. I ain't got nothing but the blues. Ain't got no coffee that's perkin'. Ain't got no winnings to lose. That's bad, bad. Ain't got a dream that's working. I ain't got nothing but the blues. When troubles flare up, I get my hair up. I just can't make it come down. Believe me, Pappy, Since my ever-loving baby left town, ain't got no rest in my slumber. Ain't got no feelings to bruise. Ain't got a telephone number. I ain't got nothing but the blues. Woo. When troubles flare up, I get my hair up. I just can't make it come down. Believe me, Pappy, I can't be happy since my ever-loving baby left town. Ain't got no rest in my slumber. Ain't got no feelings to bruise. Ain't got a telephone number. I ain't got nothing but the blues. Yeah, baby. Oh. Yeah, I'm hearing some noise outside. I thought it was raining. It's just traffic. We got traffic here. I'm in the city of Vanderbilt, Michigan. Population 300. And there's people occasionally here. Okay, Antonio Carlos Jobim wrote this song. Gee, I can't wait for my break. I got a little bottle of wine sitting here. I'm probably going to open it and just have a little tiny bit, just to keep it. Oh, Amy said that I believe you're talking about your granddaughter, Melanie, is loving it. That's good to hear. All right. Hi, Melanie. Okay, One Note Samba also has lyrics in Portuguese, which are very beautiful, but I'm going to do the English lyrics. Yeah, I just feel like singing. I'm singing a lot. I'll have to slip in an instrumental sometime, but also open to a suggestion for requests. That's it. And by the way, Ron Melman can't make it because he's got a gig. He's a video photographer, a video expert, and he's doing live streaming from Sedona, Arizona. They're having Piano on the Rocks concert. So I don't want you to switch away from my program, but maybe probably after my piano bar is finished, he'll be broadcasting somewhere. Well, I'll have to try to find it, and if I do find it, I'll put it in the description of the video when we're done. Cool. This is just a little samba based upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow. The root is still that note. Now this new note is the consequence of the one we've just been through. Yes, I'm bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. And I have used up all the scale I know, and at the end I've come to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to my first note, 'cause I must come back to you. I will pour into that one note all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, they will find themselves with no show. Better play the note you know. just a little samba based upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is still that note. Now this new note is the consequence of the one we've just been through, bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. I've used up all the skill I know, and at the end I've come to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to my first note, as I must come back to you. We'll pour into that one note all the love I feel for you. And anyone who wants the whole show, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, will find themselves with no show. Better play the note you know. Will find themselves with no show. Better play the note you know. Yes, one note samba, Antonio Carlos Jobim. And welcome everybody to Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. Maybe it's your first time here. I see mostly regulars here. Even if you don't say hi on the chat, I want to just welcome you. Say if you're in the background, maybe fixing dinner or doing something else while you're listening, that's fine too. Everybody's welcome. And I'm going to do an instrumental because I've been using I call it Chat GPT. We know that's AI, which is, artificial intelligence. So I use that to write a little. I've been writing when I'm pressed for time to write the emails to remind you of the broadcast tonight. I asked Chat GPT, who are some of the pianists who play kind of bluesy? And they came back with this little essay of people: Oscar Peterson, Bill Evans, Herbie Hancock. Well, I'm going to do a song by Herbie Hancock that's definitely got the blues element. It's instrumental called Watermelon Man. I might sing it a little bit, but. Herbie Hancock was a great jazz pianist. He played with Miles Davis for many years. But before he played with Miles Davis, he actually had a hit song that he wrote. It was performed by Mongo Santa Maria Band, but Herbie Hancock wrote it. And he also recorded it with an all-star group of jazz musicians on his, I think it was his first album release, and Dexter Gordon played the sax solo. But Herbie Hancock played piano and wrote the song called Watermelon Man. Hey, watermelon man. Hey, watermelon man. Watermelon man. Anne-Marie is here in the house. Miles says, hey, Mensch. I'm going to put your message right on the screen, Miles, because I'm going to... When do you go back to the Mackinac Island gig? Well, funny you should ask. I am going to be going to the island May 16th, and the first night of work is May 17th. A little bit later than I had thought, because all the previous years I've started May 1st, but they're having me come a little bit later because the restaurant that I am playing at which is called The Woods, is opening a little bit later. So, Peggy Smock is here in the house. Another musician, a singer, and we did a lovely song out at the Song of the Morning yoga retreat for their Sunday service. Peggy sang a beautiful song, and I was privileged to accompany her. Okay, Anne-Marie is here. Bonsoir. Put your message on the screen. I already answered Miles' question. Yeah, May 16th. And Anne-Marie is saying hello. She lives in Eastern Canada. And in fact, I'm going to... Hey, Steve Brown, we used to play that song, Watermelon Man, there was a group that had 3 requests: Let It Rain, Watermelon Man, I forget what the third one was. Steve Brown will remember. And these people would dance like till 2 in the morning. Then they'd get up at, 6, 7 in the morning and start skiing. They were a crazy bunch. It was a ski resort up in, right near here, actually. It was one of my first gigs. Oh, Steve Zawissa. We've got Steves everywhere. Steve Zawissa is offering a little Portuguese about I think that's what that means. I'm just kind of intuiting. It means one note samba. But speaking of going up to Mackinac Island, this is one of the big songs up there. Christy Ann is checking in from Ann Arbor. Oh, a new friend. Nice to see you. She has a message here. I'm just going to read it before I start this song. This island song. Frank Sinatra did this song called Summer Wind. And I don't know why, but every time I do this song, it just fits in so perfectly with being on Mackinac Island, because you have the wind, you're out in nature and you have water coming in across the breeze and all that. And so, and we're going to do that one. Just keep listening, Christy Ann, because I'm going to do your song right after I do Summer Wind, Sunny Side of the Street. Oh, the summer wind came blowing in across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song and we strolled the golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind, like painted kites, the days and nights went flying by. The world was new beneath a blue umbrella sky, but softer than a piper man. One day he called to you, I lost you to the summer wind. autumn wind. The winter winds have come and gone. But still the days, the lonely days go on and on. Guess who sighs his lullabies through nights that never end? My fickle friend, the summer wind. The summer wind. The summer wind. Okay, well, Christy Ann's request is a Frank Sinatra song, so I'll keep on my Frank Sinatra hat. And then I promise after this song, I'm going to take a little break and I have this little special bottle of wine I'm going to open and maybe have a half a glass. That can't hurt too bad, right? Gosh, the hour is going by so fast. Of course, 1 hour gigs are almost unheard of, but since I created the gig, I can remember when, Miles knows, some of those gigs in Chicago back in the day used to go 5 hours, sometimes longer. And Steve Brown will also remember when we played at Seagull Club, the Hidden Valley, man, we would play sometimes 8 hours on some of those days. And the skiers would be listening or sometimes dancing or sometimes not listening. But anyway, we had to play 8 hours some of those days. So I'm loving having a 1 hour gig. I'm feeling kind of guilty, like maybe I should play longer than an hour. But okay, Christy Ann. This one goes out to Christy Ann. And let's all keep it positive and keep all our thoughts on the sunny side of the street. Well, get your coat and grab your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? And that hurried beat is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I ever had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet, the sunny side of the street. Shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I ever had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. All right, sunny side of the street. All right, the piano player is going to take a little short break now. What do you think of that? And this is called Claude Dubois. It's always on sale. It's a pretty good, I think the lights are washing out the title. Anyway, I'm going to have some of this while I just say hi to everybody and thank you for coming. We're going to have a pretty good crowd tonight, so that's great. I am going to be going up to the island, and I still don't know how it's possible for me to broadcast the regular virtual piano bar while I'm on the island. So I'm thinking of having the Wednesday 3 p.m. concert that I usually do, maybe having, maybe I could do it right from my room, or anyway, I'm thinking of ideas. So we're going to be pouring a little glass of wine here, and Mackinac Island is a beautiful place. It's the #1 tourist attraction in Michigan. Millions of people go there every year. And I have a little trouble here. Let me try this again. And one thing I love about Mackinac Island is the staff. A lot of the people who work there are from all over the world. We get people from East European, some from the Philippines, from Indonesia, Russia. There's a big contingent from Jamaica. The Jamaicans have been coming up for many, many years. And they're just happy. It's just a happy bunch of people who work there at the island. And I'll be working for the Grand Hotel, which is in itself a spectacular place. It's truly a 5-star hotel. And even though I won't be in the hotel proper, I'll be working at one of their restaurants, which is an amazing restaurant, maybe the best restaurant on the island. It's called The Woods. And all right. Christy Ann, your logo throws me off, but I know who you are. I can see you. Thank you for the response. So when you pour wine, when you're close to a piano, you don't want to pour it over the piano keyboard. You bring it back a little bit and then pour it. So I'm going to pour just a half a glass. Oops, I poured a little too much. Anyway, cheers to you guys. L'chaim, Miles is reminding me. Slancha, Sante, cheers, Prost, and everything else. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, that's a good brand. And I would like to ask if you're able to leave a little tip. It's always helpful. It's not expected. It's not necessary, but it is helpful. Always. Oh, Skoll. Forgot the Skoll. I believe I'll be having Virtual Piano Bar this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Yep. And it looks like I'll be able to do it next Sunday. And then after that, I'm going to be taking a little break. So after tonight, 2 more virtual piano bars. And then I'm going to take a little break, and we'll see what happens when I get to the island. Oh. And Steve Zawisso reminds me in Portuguese it's suade. I don't know how you say that, how to pronounce it, but if you look on the message, you'll see the proper toast for in Portuguese. Yeah. We have truly an international crowd here, so. Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to show off my vast skills in the French language. And Frank Sinatra did this song too, so I'll keep my Sinatra hat on. C'est si bon. Lovers say that in France when they thrill to romance. It means that it's so good. C'est si bon. So I say it to you like the French people do. It means that it's so good. Every smile, every thrill, every kiss, dear, lead to only one thing, and it's this, dear. C'est si bon. Nothing else can replace your slightest embrace. And if you only would be my own for the rest of my days, I will whisper this phrase, my darling, c'est si bon. Every smile, every thrill, every kiss, dear, lead to only one thing, and it's this, dear, c'est si bon. Nothing else can replace just your slightest embrace. And if you only would be my own for the rest of my days, I would whisper this phrase, my darling, c'est si bon, si bon, si bon, c'est si bon, si bon, si bon, c'est si bon, si bon. Song I was thinking of doing, but oh well, too many songs and not enough time. That's the way it goes. Hey, Miles. Miles is saying good night, and but I'm going to stick around and play a few more songs. Kind of taking it a little bit relaxed here toward the end of the hour, but I was thinking of Cole Porter had some great songs. We were talking about Cole Porter today. I was talking about Cole Porter with somebody today, maybe Peggy, and of course one of the most famous songs of all time. In fact, I think it's the number one standard on. As far as being in the publishing business, and it's been around since the 30s. And Cole Porter wrote this song. It's called Night and Day. Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling. Where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's boom, silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, night and day, under this hide of me, there's no such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. under this hide of me. 'Cause I know such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day, day and night, night and day. Stars shining bright above you, night breezes seem to whisper I love you, birds singing in the sycamore trees, dream a little dream of me, say nighty night and kiss me, just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me, while I'm alone as blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave your worries behind you, but in your dreams wherever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave your worries behind you, but in your dreams wherever they be, dream a little dream of me, dream a little dream of me. All right. Oh Venus, oh Venus, oh Venus, if you will, please send a little girl for me to thrill. A girl who wants my kisses and my arms, a girl with all the charms of you. Venus, make her fair, a lovely girl with sunlight in her hair, and take the brightest stars up in the skies and put them in her eyes for me. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great a task. And Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true. I'll give her all the love I have to give, as long as we both shall live. a task. And Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true. I'll give her all the love I have to give as long as we both shall live. Oh, Venus, oh, Venus, oh, Venus, oh, Venus. A blast from the past, yeah. From the hit parade of 1960, I want to say, Venus. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you all for coming. I'm going to play one more song, and thanks for all for coming and listening to Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. Next Virtual Piano Bar will be Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So in the meantime, y'all take care of yourself. Have a happy week, beginning of your week. When you get to hump day and things are getting kind of testy, just remember you have a Steve's Virtual Piano Bar that night, and we will entertain you, that afternoon, Wednesday afternoon. Take off work early, and you don't worry about your meetings or assignments or anything, and just tune in at 3 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, and we'll have some music for you. Live music right here from Vanderbilt, Michigan. So we're going to go Beyond the Sea for my last song. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there waiting for me. And straight to her arms I'll go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there waiting for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'll go sailing. It's far, it's far beyond a star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. Hey, Bob Kupfer's still here. I can't believe it. Thanks for staying. Hey, we got to talk. Send me an email, Bob. Well, it's far beyond a star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. So long sailing, so long sailing, no more sailing. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Thank you all once again. Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. This is an idea I had back actually in the 80s, or maybe when the internet first came out. I said, actually that was in the 90s, sorry. But I said, hey, wouldn't it be great if you could have a virtual piano bar? And now it's happening. I'm so happy. I love doing it. I love all you guys who show up. Love y'all. Thanks for coming. See you next time.